Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Justin. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, and today I am going to be doing a tarot reading for the new moon in Virgo for September 2nd, 2024. Sorry, that's Rufio the cat is sitting right next to the camera, so you're probably gonna see her for a second until she lays down. Um, So on the thumbnail of this video is the morning glory flower. It is a drawing of it. Um, Morning glory has to do with love and affection. It's also the flower associated with the month of September. So naturally it's fitting for this new moon. This new moon is going to be all about self-love, self-acceptance. It's going to be asking you to examine where you might be lacking in self-love and self-care, where you could use some more acceptance and love. Naturally, with the Virgo energy, they can be very analytical, perfectionist, which can be very helpful at times when it's needed. But sometimes this perfectionist attitude can hold us back and be almost debilitating and put us in a state of freeze, um, and can be detrimental. It is considered like the shadow aspect of Virgo, and it can also hold you back. Um, Virgo energy tends to hold people very accountable. So if you're close with someone who is a Virgo, they may come off as a little overbearing, but this is actually all in love and trying to help you. And the person that they're hardest on is themselves usually. So the card that's associated with the Virgo energy is the Hermit, which is all about looking inward, finding your power through self-reflection and through gaining a bigger perspective on the world. Um, the silhouette of the face is actually in the Moon card on the moon. Um, so this is about tapping into your subconscious as well. This is a card that I resonate pretty heavily with too. Um, with numerology, this is actually the card associated with my name, um, or my birthday, as well as the moon. So I actually resonate with that pretty heavily. It has to do with the life path number 9, which is humanitarian aspects. And this is kind of what the hermit looks to achieve through this self-reflection, is how to be more of a humanitarian and have a positive impact on the world. So yeah, I am going to start off with pulling a few oracle cards um, from decks that have to do with self-love, just to kind of see where we can improve on self-love and just this idea during this new moon. Also, new moons are a great time for starting any intention, putting any intention into practice, trying to manifest something new. A great way to start this process is to write things down. So this could be a good thing for you to do. And the first thing I thought of as I was saying that, I saw that now. So if you happen to see or think of something that you want to manifest, I would write it down right away before you forget about it. I need to work on this quite often myself because I'm neurodivergent. I can be forgetful at times, and I usually end up regretting not writing things down. So this is a prompt to do so. So this card says, "Allow me, divine beloved, to rest in that holy space between what is and what will be. Let me fully embrace, relax, and bless the now." So living in the moment could be very helpful at this time. And then asking yourself what you're compatible with, who you're compatible with, what is compatible with you and your energy. I'm actually going to read from the book because they actually have little affirmations with each card. So for compatibility, it says the synergy of compatibility is based on being yourself and having the awareness to select a true match for yourself. So yeah, living your authentic truth is going to be very helpful in accepting what is and having more passion or acceptance and self-love towards yourself, as well as with your relationships with others. All right, so I am going to ask four separate questions with the tarot. First being, where are we being too critical of others at this time? So my first thought is in other people's manifestations, maybe keeping them stuck, or maybe just judging like they aren't manifesting because they're stuck for whatever reason this might be. A lot of times it's self-induced when we are stuck and we have the ability to get unstuck. So just realizing that everyone has their own pace, everyone goes at their own pace, everyone is on their own journey could be really helpful. So this might be something that you have been struggling with, judging in others or being too critical of others. So where have you been too hard on yourself lately? Also, I asked for all my readings to be timeless. So whenever you happen to see this, it could still resonate. Obviously, it's associated with the new moon, but if you happen to see it at another time, it could still resonate if it does. If it doesn't, leave it. So you could be really taking your time with allowing yourself to heal. You got the Ten of Swords in reverse, which usually has to do with starting to heal and pull these swords out. You could have had a lot of traumatic experiences that were these swords that were literally stabbed into you, or figuratively and metaphorically. Um, but this, when it's reversed, you are beginning to start pulling those out. But I feel like you might be being too hard on yourself and not allowing yourself to heal and not allowing yourself to begin to pull these swords out. So just being patient with yourself, allowing yourself acceptance and the space and time to heal. You could be maybe judging yourself for not healing fast enough, or maybe just overlooking it and not embracing the pain. Um, Usually we have to feel to heal. So maybe you might be having this thought process of, oh, I should just be able to get over this and be okay and like stuff it down and basically, and I'll be fine. And then you get really hard on yourself when you aren't fine. So just this is a reminder to allow yourself to feel those emotions, that can really facilitate healing. I know crying in general is really good for us. I can't remember exactly what it is, but there's like a physiological benefit of crying. It can actually get rid of like the stress hormone or cortisol. It can lower our cortisol levels. So yeah. Then tarot for the third placement. What has been the effect of our perfectionism lately? Whether this be positive or a negative effect. So this feels kind of neutral, but I feel like your perfectionism has been really making you go inward, which naturally goes with the Hermit card. For this placement, I am going to pull from the Dream Interpretation deck because usually with this card, it can have a lot to do with dreams and going inward. So I'm gonna see if there's been any insights in your dreams or if there's anything that you can look into in your dreams coming up and how you can possibly heal through looking into your dreams by embracing this inward introspection. So things associated with money, whatever this is for you, maybe whenever this idea comes up in your dreams, see what other things are going on in your dreams. This could provide insight for you. Just going to look for the other keywords associated with this. It says abundance, tool, energy, poverty, money, and finance. So yeah, money can be an energetic form. Just something to keep in mind. Okay, and then what big picture could you be missing at this time for this fourth placement? What big picture could we be missing at this time? I alternate between saying we and you because I am reading for you, the viewer, whoever is viewing this at this time. But also, anytime you do the tarot, you're also reading for yourself in a way. And depending on how you view the world, um, we're all kind of just different aspects of each other. So, what could apply for you could apply for me in another way. So, I feel like with this big picture, it basically asks what could be missing, or this is the question I'm asking, what big picture are you missing at this time? And I feel like what it is that you're missing is there might be something keeping you from having this happy home life, this successful, abundant, happy life that you want, because it came out in reverse. So I feel like there could be some outside influence that might be affecting this and not allowing it to be. But I think it is still possible for you to get there if that is where you're trying to get to. I just think there might be something else going on that you're not seeing that is disrupting this or not allowing this to be. So just being patient with yourself could be very helpful in this process. I'm just gonna ask what outside influences possibly could be. So I feel like just needing to be patient and allowing the inner work to be seen that you've been doing on yourself by going inward. Um, the Seven of Pentacles has to do with like waiting to see the fruits of your labor. But I feel like whatever this outside influence is most likely just needing to be seen, essentially. Needing your work to be seen, your true inner progress to be seen. Um, Sometimes when you only get snippets of somebody's life, you aren't really able to see the big picture. So this could be what is preventing this 10 of Cups from being upright. So I just think continuing to remain patient and steadfast will be very helpful in this. So I am going to end this with just a self-care oracle card just to see if there's any self-care practice that can help you start to allow affection and self-love and give you a sense of renewed hope or a fresh start. So connecting with the earth, I pulled this out a few times. Number 13 could be associated or be significant for you at this time. Also, there's 13 new moons in the year, so maybe setting a practice of beginning to manifest small things each new moon could be helpful. I'm feeling guided to talk about this card I pulled the other day, which has to do with, it's in this deck as well, but it has to do with getting in with the cycles of the moon, or syncing with the moon. So it gives you kind of steps for each phase of the moon. So for the new moon, it talks about carving out time and space to get clear on your desires and setting your intentions. This can be writing things down that you want to manifest and amplify these intentions by keeping track of the progress that you've made as you continue through the rest of the cycle of the month or the moon phases. Then the waxing crescent is the next cycle. This is a good time for focusing on manifesting your intentions and keeping visuals around this for support. So just visualizing and feeling is very important. Um, Feeling as if you already have the thing can be very helpful. And then the first quarter, you can begin to take actions to show your devotion to manifesting your intentions. So you're never going to manifest things without taking action. So the first quarter of the moon could be a great time to actually start to take those actions and get out of that planning stage. And then with the waxing gibbous, you can celebrate the beauty of the human experience and all that is moving in your desired direction. So this can be practicing gratitude and just being grateful for everything that is happening and fulfilling you and your manifestation. And then for full moons, this is a good time to take note of how your manifestation has manifested. Then continue to reflect with gratitude and then let go of what is no longer serving you, what is no longer helping. Yeah, so those are the first 4 steps you can take to really manifest something that you want to manifest. So yeah, I just felt like sharing that. So with that, everyone, I wish you the best, and I will see you in your next individual readings. I am tossing around the idea of doing kind of more of a informational videos for the north nodes for each sign. So if you happen to see this part or see this far into the video, let me know if you think that would be a good idea. And drop a like and follow would be super helpful, and I'd appreciate it. But until next time, I wish you the best and take care.